It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Tonight it's the first of four between the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers. Mike Rogers, the American League's batting leader, steps into the box. Coming up next. Into the box, Mike Rogers. He got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in batting average. What a great...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the Sun. Digging in to try it again, Ramon Torres. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Popped him up. Pinder has a play. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Coming to the plate now, Mike Rogers.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number one. At the plate, Mike Rogers, runner in scoring position with Sugan.
Mike Rogers.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Gone!
Well, they were smart not to challenge him.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. The head-to-head numbers with Daniel Norris. Comes in with 6 hits in 22 tries. He also has 1 home run. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rogers is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are... Stepping in, Mike Rogers. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Kenny Vargas will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like... So stepping in, Anthony Aguilar. He singled his last time up.
Anthony Aguilar.
Lifted in the air out to left. Rogers is there. 1 out. Digging in now for Kansas City, Salvador Perez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Comes set with the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to left. Rogers is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Look, it's easy. You don't have to look any further than the 5th inning to see where this game was decided.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Kansas City Royals. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Mike Rogers. He got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably
hit high and deep to left field. Pyle looking up. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 29 home runs for him on the year, as that'll give the Rangers a 2-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going.
Ready to take his hacks again, Mike Rogers, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Here's Rougned Odor now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time.
Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
One of the keys to being a great outfielder, not being afraid to sacrifice your body. Terrific diving catch there that he made look a lot easier than it actually is.
So digging in now, Mike Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Rogers.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Geronimo moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. At the plate, Mike Rogers.
Number 99, Mike Rogers.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Geronimo is right there, 1 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeimer Candelario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This is lifted out to left. Rogers moves over, 2 gone. A 5-0 finish tonight. The Texas Rangers jumped out to an early lead in the first. MLB The Show is on the. Standing in, Mike Rogers. He got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in bat.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mike Rogers. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Rogers, a 25-year-old. He was a 25th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2018.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Now to the plate, Kenny Vargas. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner back safely. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Now at the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first. Ready for another chance, Mike Rogers. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Ready with the 1-0. Here's a drive out to left center field. Parrish rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as it's now a 2-run game. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Hit in the air down the right field line. Bonifacio giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. In to score the runner from second. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-2. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And that's off the left field wall. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he'll make it into third here with a 2-out triple.
This is an easy decision for him to try.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Mike Rogers. Despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster. He doesn't discriminate. You put a good guy out on the mound, he finds a way to work his knocks in, and he feasts on the 3-4-5.
And case in point why he's one of the best bats in the business as he's aboard for the 3rd time today.
He has had so many multi-hit games this year. Why are we surprised he mixed in another 3-hit performance? I expect this guy to finish strong and fight for the batting title up until his last at-bat.
Now batting, Teoscar Hernandez. He has a great opportunity now to break this tie, but I'd imagine at least the corners will be playing in here. Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run. Now at the plate, Chad Pinder. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Clears this one over toward first. But this is speared by the first baseman. Now in the box, Sergio Crespo. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Sergio Crespo.
And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. Up next for the Rangers, Travis West. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. On to second for the force out. The Margaret And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ballgame. The Rangers seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Matthew Schaefer. MLB Network brings you baseball from North Central Texas as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Texas Rangers. Mike Rogers, the American League's batting leader, steps into the box. Coming up next. Digging in, Mike Rogers. He got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. The relay. And he will make it in at third. He's got himself a one-out triple. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
Batting fifth, right fielder,
the 1-2. Jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Striding in once again, Mike Rogers.
Number 99, Mike Rogers.
Here's the first pitch to him. Turned on down the line. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Long throw to third. And he's safe. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. Digging in, Mitch Haniger. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Grounded to the right. Bird has it. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Stepping up now, Javier Baez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Javier Baez.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rogers is in his tracks now as he puts this one away. Now at the plate, Mike Rogers. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set and the pitch. Runners on the move for second. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Maybe not as this stays up in the air long enough to... Digging in and looking for more, Pedro Diaz.
The designated hitter, Pedro Diaz.
Popped him up. Pinder is calling for it. He's got it, and there are two down now. So striding in, Mike Rogers. Despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster. He doesn't discriminate. You put a good guy out on the mound, he finds a way to work his knocks in, and he feasts on the 3-4-5.
So coming to the plate, Kenny Vargas. He flew out in his last at-bat. And case in point why he's one of the best bats in the business as he's aboard for the 3rd time today.
He has had so many multi-hit games this year. Why are we surprised he mixed in another 3-hit performance? I expect this guy to finish strong and fight for the batting title up until his last at-bat.
Stepping in, Mitch Haniger. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. And that brings up Chad Pinder. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back here in the Lone Star. Ready for another shot now, Greg Bird. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And that'll be the one that ends it. And the Rangers continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now.